Hola.
Welcome to Send It Back, an Ultiworld video series where we rewatch great games with the players involved. Tonight we're watching the 2024 World Ultimate Championships Women Division Final between Team USA and Team Colombia. Thanks for being here, and feel free to join in the conversation on the Ultiworld Discord, where this is also being streamed live, and we will try to respond to any comments and questions you might have along the way. I'd like to introduce you to, where is she? My best friend, Manu, the best Frisbee player in the world. She is from Medellin, Colombia, and has been playing Frisbee since she was 9 years old. I first played against Manu at the US Open in 2013, and then 4 years later, we played. Molly Brown and Revolution played, so our club teams played each other at the US Open. After that weekend, Manu Facebook messaged me saying she dreamed of playing Frisbee in the US, and we very desperately needed Manu to play with us. So Manu's been playing on Molly Brown since 2017, and 2025 will be her 9th season with Molly Brown. Manu loves to eat hot Cheetos and drink Coca-Cola, hang out with her friends and family, and play Frisbee.
Salud. Okay, I'm so happy to be over here with you, Claire, watching this game. It's really exciting, and I like to see that we have been like playing together, but also like having this big like competition in the It is just so fun, and I love to play with you, and I love the time we start to play together. Let's watch this. It will be fun.
Sweet. Okay, so before we get started, I just want to know a little bit about what you all talked about between the game that we played in pool play and the final.
Us, I mean, we knew that it was going to be like a way different game. Like that we knew that you were still like trying like a lot of things in the first game. And so we knew that was going to be like a big change that you're gonna have like offense and defense, and so that also like gave us like a little bit more opportunity like to have like a deepest fit like feedback of your semifinals, and because you have a big roster, so that was like kind of hard in the first game, like giving matchups, and it was like really confusing like during that, so it was like easy like to have like to watch those games and have a better idea. So we kind of like get into like with more instruction to this game. But it felt so hard in the beginning. It was like, okay, we have more instruction, we know what we're doing, but the beginning was hard. The beginning was hard. It was so loud, and it was like I feel like the difference between those two. What was
Definitely.
your what was
I mean,
your
you can see. What did we talk about? We talked about how this was like a historic moment, and the crowd is going to be, like you said, it was really loud. It was really windy. The crowd was going to be not rooting for us, which they didn't, or most people weren't, and just like how much we needed to be present in the moment and know that like it was just going to be hard the whole time. And like we also made some changes, like you'll see in the game. We moved from the game that we were playing against you, matchups wise, like we were in a pod system where we were rotating like 4 people every time. And then, or like there were 4 pods that were rotating through. So you were playing with like really a lot of different combinations of people. And then we went to OD. So that was our O-line that just played the first point. We chose, or you all actually chose defense, and we chose offense. Or we chose the wind, so we got offense and going downwind on the flip. Kind of crazy.
Okay. What was the big like take that you were like, okay, we need to stop them reset, or we need to stop their like, what was the big like take that you decided like to play in that game?
Yeah. So this is our like D line coming on, and our big focus was to put you all into small spaces, because the first game we played against you, we just felt like you all were using spaces on the field that we were not used to a Colombian team using. Like a lot of the middle, a lot of big throws, a lot of big cutting. And that was really challenging. Like we you all are phenomenal in the small space, but we're really having a hard time dictating in big spaces. So our goal was to kind of almost always try to force you to the smallest space on the field, which usually was the sideline. Try to
Okay.
make you catch it, make you work really hard to catch it for really small, yards. Try to, if it gets on the sideline, don't let them get it off the sideline. But really try to like trap you into whatever the smallest spaces were on the field.
Yeah.
Also, this game goes by so fast. Like that's how I felt the whole time. I was like, this game is just going by so fast.
Yeah. We were at halftime like really fast.
Yeah, yeah, really fast. Okay, so this is our O-line again. And Jayworth and it looks like Claudia are most of like the handlers on this point. I wouldn't be surprised if Mad Dog is around here somewhere. There she is.
Yeah.
Mad Dog was so sick.
She's like
I think that I
amazing.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, I learned a lot about how much like grace and patience she has for herself and her teammates.
Okay.
Is just like, kind of like stone cold, um, which is cool. Like it didn't seem like she was rattled at all. It just seemed like she was like meant to be there.
Yeah. That's pretty sick. So yeah, every time that
What?
she's so calm all the time. It was just like so hard, like to because yeah, it was so hard to play like with her throws, and she was like just like so calm the whole time and
Yeah.
took all of you from hard situation away. Yeah. What you were going to
So
say?
you're on the D line, and it's you and Jimena and Ana Rojas.
Manji
And
was
some like
playing.
players that are new. Okay, and Manji, and a couple of, like a handful of players that are new to national team. What was your strategy? Like when you got the disc, what were you trying to do? Like you get the turn
Uh,
here.
in yeah, when we in our offense, when we were in offense in our D, we were just like we need to move the frisbee fast. That was like
Yeah,
our message.
that was ours
Like
too.
yeah, we cannot let them like to let us to start from like a stop position. We have to be like moving the whole time because y'all are just more used like to just to wait from the cards that we have to make. And so that was the thing. That was the thing. Just move the frisbee and keep it moving. And we just ended like
Yeah,
doing what you wanted us to do is like just getting the bad part of getting into small spaces was that we were like too many in the small spaces. We were not just like
yeah,
Ballet in the small space, Gina in the small space. Me, we were like Gina, Ballet, and me in the same like small space. So I think that was making it harder in this game, like to have like a clear vision and have better decision.
yeah, totally. Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is going to come up kind of over and over again during the game, and we'll talk about it, I'm sure. But just like the physicality was like a conversation, and you see in that point like things are kind of starting to brew, and we'll come back to it. I'm sure there are some stoppages and conversations that we will have.
Yeah, we have that conversation because I was like, they're gonna come like really physical, like, that was something that we were expecting. I was talking a lot to that. I was like, they will come like into like really physical, and we have like to be able like to get out of that small space and give like space for their people. But it was
Yep.
like it was really hard like to take that decision in that moment. Okay, I need to go. But yeah, but like we were expecting that, but yeah, it was really hard like to get out of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like this, I remember this so distinctly. This whole point is that we had such a hard time getting it off this line that is like the forehand side, the wind is going that way. And when we did get it off the line, we couldn't always like swing and complete. Um, but this is definitely, it feels like some of our offense was just the product of like a little bit of nerves, a little bit of differences in like how we all play vert, a little bit of you all like fronting us pretty heavily or playing really good like fundamental person defense where it just like was a lot harder to get open. It was a lot harder to move the ball. And we were you can see us like we're kind of creeping into this like corner not giving ourselves a lot of space to move.
Yeah. And that was the thing. Like
Have
it
you been
was.
on every point at this point?
Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do you know how many points you played?
No, no. I think it was like no. I was going. No, it was. I don't know. I don't know. I think that at the end of the game, I went out like a couple times, but I played too much, way too much that I should have.
I think it was like 23 points or something. I think you like had like 3 points off, and you kind of crushed it.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, I remember that I took like two caffeine pill. I mean, two half a caffeine pill. I was like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I don't feel tired.
Here we go. You
Here we go. Let's do it
and
again.
so you're playing with the O line right now, right?
Yeah, I was trying like to
Yeah.
figure out like who's missing right now from the O line because I remember like that like when Alejita Uribe went out because she got injury. I had it to play,
Yeah.
but I don't know why I am playing.
I think this is Cappy. Cappy took a injury,
The
I
injury.
think,
Yeah,
on this. And then I think you came in.
yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right. You're right.
We were, to some effect, trying to play an end zone junk against you all because of how difficult it was to stop your end zone. Um, we were like really ineffective at marking you all because you all pivot and throw so
Okay.
differently than Americans. It's so much faster. It's so much more like upper body. And it just felt like when you got to the outside corners of the end zone, we
Yeah.
we couldn't really do anything. The marks were like there was just too much field, and so we were trying kind of on the fly to throw a little bit of an end zone junk, so a little bit similar to
Okay.
what Molly Brown does.
Okay. I was going to ask that. It was similar like to your. Okay. And it kind of
Kind
yeah.
of similar.
I think it's really like hard like because like that man they're like moving like kind of all the time like to move their like or person is really hard like in the especially the ends because it's just too much space for to score.
Yeah. Okay. Is this your D line squad on?
Yeah. When was the first break? Like what point was like when we were at fours? I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I
I
was
don't
late.
remember.
Like, yeah.
I think we got it for. I don't remember. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. Okay. It was. Oh yeah. I remember that. That's the thing with Claire out. That like giving like just like so little space. You just gonna. She's gonna
Yeah.
just save like because you said. Yeah.
I mean, it's just like going to be kind of impossible to guard. You
Mhm.
have, Mad Dog moving into a kind of bump power position. You have Trope going up line, and
Yeah.
then you have Cammy kind of following. And I feel like
Yeah.
that was like the strength of this O line and group was just like a lot of really aggressive forward momentum. And then you have like rocks like Jayworth and Claudia who are like kind of able to swing the disc, distribute. You have a lot of like good kind of balancing pieces to each other.
Yeah. How did you decide that? Like online, did you like try that before war, like over there, or you just decided like in the Canada
It
game?
was it was kind of like part of the we switched after our pool play game, and it was kind of like let's keep
Okay.
people together who had been playing together, and also who makes the most sense to be on O. Like Cammy had been playing a bunch of D, and we didn't really feel like we were like utilizing her very well, and switched her to O. She started scoring a ton of goals. Who are the rocks? Who are the people who aren't going to get super rattled? CT, killer. Kendra, a killer. Rachel Mast, a killer. Like who are the people who are kind of built for O lines, and then balancing that with like you gotta keep some power on your D line to make sure that you can get the breaks and score. And I think that obviously that is like where the United States has the most luxury, right? Is like there's so much
Yeah,
depth that after that group of players is your O line, then you have a pretty equal next group of players that can be a D line or an O line if they get broken.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we're like in the junk now. I think it's like
But
me and Ange pulling out and off. We're kind of covering these like front cones, and then we get hosed on that a lot. And it's just so hard. I mean, you do that all the time, but you all are just so good at finding big spaces when it just
yeah,
feels like there aren't really that many options.
yeah. And it kind of like kind of feel like really like chill, like for Colombia, like to score that. But it is annoying when it takes that long, you know, like because like with the zone, it's like probably we still like move the frisbee like to the other ends, but it just took longer, and we didn't have like the pace or the timing that we used to, to do. But yeah, I was like watching that goal and watching like Gina's vision like to Jessica. It's just like
Yeah.
it's also hard because it's like
Yeah.
we
She's
attack
got that
like
step
they
out.
yeah, but it's also like that vision that Bale and Gina has in that whole line. It's pretty sick.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, hard to stop, right? We have to double team you at the front cone to stop the front cone momentum, and then we get hosed by the break side momentum. So it's kind of like you just have to choose and hope that you choose
So
right. Yeah.
just try to make it harder.
Yeah. All right, let's see.
Do it so fast.
I love this because Trope missed this earlier in the game and threw it again, and I think that's like so brave and threw it pinpoint the next time.
Yeah.
And it's really fun to see those two play together, I think, and just really fun to
Guys,
see like the chemistry that they have from playing so much club together.
I haven't played
Did you
together
have
for a while.
were you doing like any full play stops? What was your Trope plan?
Okay, then we kind of use it like two that we were like one time I was like one of them was me like getting into a clear drop, but we knew that clear drop was going to be the first. So we wanted to put the frisbee into the side from where she throw. I should have marked over there, but then like I mean do the like normal bebe aguas. That was like one of the deal, like
Yeah,
just like letting Claire have like that first one, then try for her you know like to be in a power position. And the other one was like Ana Rojas and somebody else like explain same with Claire Trop, just like trying like to make it really hard like under, and then I will be in the deep space or like being around like kind of like
yeah, yeah.
just
So
like
forcer to you.
yeah
So
that
this
was
is
like
it. Gina
ah
had like an injured hand. Dang, I can't remember at this point how she did it, but it was like really nervous and like kind of like playing really tight, and then throws this like
that
beautiful
was
pinpoint backhand and like the bravest way, like the biggest moment, and it was really cool. Just like seeing kind of her tournament and like getting to that moment and getting to finals. It's like really fun to see who shows up. That's like one of my favorite things about being on a team, especially like this. Max, so good.
ah
Yeah, and it's a dime.
yeah
A pancake. It was
that
so sick.
was a jam,
That
and it was
backhand.
really hard to throw that side to throw to that side.
Yeah, it was
So
really hard to
working
throw
hard,
that side.
yeah, that was
Yeah,
it.
it was. I
Wow.
mean, throwing even that length of a throw in that wind, I felt. I don't know that there were that many hucks in that direction. That
No, it wasn't. It
probably
was it
like
was
two.
really hard. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't
really hard.
actually. You were the ones that threw that one. Uh, there was like what was a good point. Like it was like holy fuck, we need to score this one, and
Yeah,
because if not, yeah,
we cooked up
that
this
was it.
zone like 2 days before.
Okay,
It came from I think it came from Riot in like 2016 or something. That was another thing is we were kind of like we don't know that we should go one on one against them, and yeah, we're just kind of like worried about or not worried, but we wanted to have more things in our pocket, other than person. Oh, here me and you
Yeah.
are.
You see that what you have over there?
Yeah, I was like, all right, fine.
That was good.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really unfortunate.
Yeah. And that was hard because like Ali was really like she's really important like for her O line. She has
There
been
we
playing
are.
in the O line. Her fit, yeah,
Yeah,
in
she's
her
blue.
fit. So like having to take her out was really hard because we needed like to put somebody in. So
Yeah,
that's was also
totally.
why I had it like to get to come to the O line that much.
Yeah, I feel like it's always going to be hard to make a clean bid when you're going around, right?
Yeah,
And you don't
yeah,
try to like clip the inside.
yeah, I remember that.
And yeah, I mean, it's different because it probably means that you have to play more. Maybe Gina has to play, maybe Manji has to play more. Maybe some of those D-liners have to play a couple more points,
Yeah,
which really matters in a game like this.
yeah, and yeah, and having like to come like from like up to different like the whole time is like kind of like
Yeah, we
in
didn't
that
we weren't
goal.
running our jets there.
I took the one that coming behind me in that point.
What?
when I when in that point
Oh,
I
you're
told
gonna
you were
start
me.
spiking at me?
Yeah, see.
No, I was like, Max,
uh,
take it. I don't want to get scored on. I don't want Manu to spike it on me. There I am.
because I remember seeing
I
you.
guess we were playing our zone because Max was there.
Okay.
Yeah, we are just trying to. Yeah, I mean, we are cooking up a lot of schemes to try to get you all out of what you like to do. It just felt like in that pool play game we were so ineffective. Like I've never felt like a more ineffective defender than that game. We just
Okay.
weren't dictating in any way. Um, so we kind of came up with some
Yeah.
things a little bit more last
Really,
minute. Yeah,
really, really different between those games, like the different part of them.
yeah.
I
All
think,
right, here we
oh, this
go.
is the break. Here we go.
Do you get it? I don't even know. I haven't watched this game since the plane ride home from Worlds.
Yes, I guess we had it
All right,
like
here,
to
here
get
you
it.
are in your small spaces.
Uh, no,
Our
we'll get this.
We were definitely focusing on fast breaking. I think our O line was a little bit less. It was like a little bit less urgent to do so. But our D line, I think the coaches at one point were like, if people are not picking up the disc as fast as possible, they will not play. That's
Yeah.
how much we needed to be moving the disc
Okay.
because you were throwing that junk on us on stop discs. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. And it's kind of the same. Like really like different like style like to defend you. Also like sometimes it's like better like just to put like one person back over there because we're gonna attack the deep space no matter what or like the break space. So it's like just
yeah.
put some people over there.
All right, here you are
Uh,
on this front cone. Eh? This is a
I looked
yeah. This is an interesting. It was an interesting game from the perspective of being friends for me.
okay, why?
It was because I was just like the whole time I was like, Manu's so sick. I wanted to win and I wanted to beat you and play really hard. And I was just like, that's my teammate. And it was just
Yeah,
it
that,
was it was very different than maybe when we had competed previously. And I don't know if it was just because this is like the one. This feels like the one, like the big worlds.
yeah.
But yeah, it's like you're so sick.
It's hard because it's like
And ball is always going to throw it to you. I've seen that in club 100 times. Sometimes it's
yeah.
a turnover, sometimes it's not.
When it works, it's great. When it's done,
When it works, it's awesome. When it doesn't, no volley.
it's really hard.
Give me 3 more seconds.
She's
Okay, I
gonna
feel
be
like
up.
you still haven't come off the field. Yeah, she'll get open eventually.
Yeah, that's hard. Like having because it's like I want you to have a good game. I want everybody else from your team to turn it over, but no, yeah, with Lisa, you can try
Yeah, not
to
me.
do some more.
I give you a couple turns. Yeah, not Lisa, not Kendra, not Ronnie, not
Yeah,
Alyssa. Yeah. All right, what do we have? We have Claudia with the disc. We've got our O line now goes downwind, which I guess we started. So everything's on serve at this point. Downwind, downwind, downwind.
Jesus, Jesus, that
Next,
break.
I feel like the thing I learned about Nex is that she is extremely underrated. And I played with Nex on the World Games team, and this tournament, I was just like, oh, Mex is so good. And my favorite thing about Mex is that she's like, I'm good at 3 things, and I want to do those 3 things over and over and over again. So just let me do those things. And when you let her do those things, it's hard to stop.
It's true. She's so effective
Yeah,
and
she's really
fast.
effective at
Yeah,
what she does. Yeah, yeah, and looks a lot bigger than she actually is, but just plays so big.
okay. Yeah, everyone is so
All
big
right,
for
this is
me.
your 11th point of the game. I don't think you've gone off yet. I'm not sure. Someone could
I
probably
have
fact check me.
been
We're
the
playing our
last one.
zone.
Yeah, another zone.
I actually have, I don't know. We learned this zone like 2 practices ago, and I never played in this specific position. So I don't really fully know what I'm doing. And so I kind of decided myself that I didn't want volley to be open and just started guarding volley, which was that was not really like the point, but I was like really worried about volley being open somewhere. And so I'd always kind of try to go get volley. But it's a
And that
really
kind of
fun zone to play. Or junk. I don't
that,
know what the difference. But we did just learn it, and that came with some complications. Like in this moment, I am like we are now person because I'm playing Molly Brown's trapping zone defense, where as soon as it gets off the line, we're out. Everybody else is in zone. Now everybody's in person. So there's a little pros and cons of learning a defense, that day. But I thought it was pretty effective either way.
and you were just like
That was a
into spaces that we were trying to tag, so that just like making like harder and confused, like having to do another cut and having to go to another direction because you were already
yeah.
there. Yeah, we totally confused.
Yeah.
The
It's just hard in
speed trap.
transition though because you get the ball and you can kind of step forward and move with so much momentum. And in 2 passes, you gained probably like 25 yards, and then it was just boom, 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 kind of off to the
Yeah,
races a little bit. So I think just not having like a really tight transition makes it vulnerable after, you know. Um,
but yeah, sure. Gina, Gina is so fucking sick. She throws so like
yeah,
yeah, just sick throws and just like so many like
she threw that
vision.
nose up. She like kind of like came back, threw it nose up, and so it just like sat, you know, where
Yeah,
everything else was just kind of like flat or nose down. It was just dying. It was going so far. It was going so fast, and she just knows. Yeah, she knows exactly what to do.
that's
All right,
views.
volley's on for
Views.
D. That's a big catch. That's a big catch.
That was a good catch.
Yeah, that's a big time catch by Sam. I feel like Sam was a little. Uh, I don't know. It's not like one of the people who were scoring like 5 or 6 points a game on our team, but Sam was scoring in the moments where we like really needed Sam to score and like really hard
Yeah,
times. I think she like caught the game winner too, but just like kind of like ice cold. Can see where her
yeah,
feet are. Extremely good body control, extremely good awareness. Like catches everything, never drops anything.
good catch too. Okay, do you broke us in this one? I don't remember.
I don't remember
I
either.
think
One of the other strategies we had was actually just to like try to give volley like an easy backwards target and then clamp down a little bit more, go no under on her. Um, oh, okay. If
What
Angela's
was
watching
that?
this, if Angela's watching this, I want to know. Someone tell me. I can't see anything. Someone told me that it was my draft, but I think that I did this and Angela threw it directly to my shins with like no spin because we were moving too fast. But
Can we
I'm willing
watch
to be
that?
wrong, Angela. I'll take it as my turn, but I'm not sure that it was. And now we're laughing about it. And that's the best part about playing with Angela is that she's like definitely one of the most competitive people I've ever met and also plays with a lot of joy. She's kind of like you know, just a little bundle of joy. Here we are. Oh, they don't replay the turn, thank God. Then we can't actually know.
No.
But, really stressful moment. And to have someone, look at you and just be like, it's okay, is really
That
nice for
was
me,
that was
especially
funny because
as like a very critical person.
because like we turned it over and then like 1 second later like we turned it over again. So it was like I wasn't even watching like the frisbee, so I had no idea what happened. I was like, okay, we're the frisbee again. That was too fast.
And we just doinked it. Your Team USA captains can't complete a half-yard pass.
Ooh, this
Oh,
was
what happened? I watched this probably like 7 times in slow mo and still have no idea whose fault it is.
it was. I mean, I remember that my jaw was like I was like seeing Claire like coming to me, and then I mean like going that way and then coming to me, and I was like, if I open my legs, like if I move out, I'm just gonna like get destroyed into the deep space. I was like, I'm just gonna close my eyes and stay in the same position I am right now.
Yeah, yeah, you probably did just close your eyes and take it
Yeah, I was
like a charge.
it was hard. It was like,
Yeah,
look,
why on the full plays? Did you ever talk about on full plays always guarding trope no under?
in the other game,
No, in this game, like not letting Claire be the connector, like not letting Claire be the person who like gets the ball and then throws it.
we want. I mean, yeah, but that's why we wanted like them, like her, like to have like the first cut, because like that kind of like give us like to ensure that she's not gonna get the frisbee like two passes later and being like in a better position. So we're like, okay, let it be the first one, and then like probably gonna throw another under.
Mm,
And that was like kind of
yeah,
the.
that was the plan.
Hmm.
I really like both how that's tough. That's tough. Leaving Claire open in the end zone.
That was tough. When
That's
she
tough.
started like going, I was like, I can't get there.
You're like, we got a whole another half to play, and I've played every point of this one.
Yeah, like,
No way I'm chasing that down. Yeah, no, I think that's
mm.
smart. I think that's smart.
Like, and that
One
was
of
a
the
great
things on
throw.
that point that I really liked was Jay Worth making sure to get the disc off the line. Felt like if you're gonna play Bert, you gotta have the people who will every time like get the disc to the middle of the field. And Ayworth was really probably the most consistent person at doing that. I feel like that's kind of like not a skill that is like being developed. I don't know holistically, but it feels like a lot of people were like reluctant to throw the frisbee back to the center. I mean, even I was. I'll always throw my backhand, but like the forehand. So they were being a
Yeah,
rock and like always forehand, backhand, whatever. She will always get it off the line. I love
yeah.
that.
That's crazy because it's also like sometimes you just like wanna like to keep going and like I don't wanna like to move the frisbee to the other side of the field. I just want to keep this momentum. So like I'm like, okay, we should. Like, I think
Yeah,
that happens to us a lot in Molly Brown. It's like, no, I want another cut in the line.
yeah.
So that's like
No, I'm gonna go back
just to
up
take
line.
like the stress out of this island.
It's hard throw. Scared of
Yeah,
throw a break mark throws to the middle when you're at the end zone, and you'd rather just like throw forward and throw a goal.
yeah.
Then it's over. I feel like that's like kind of Yeah, where we get stuck a lot.
It's so easy.
It's so easy.
It's just how we do
What
it sometimes.
what was like? What was the halftime talk?
We kind of have like hard conversation over there. Mauricio was like, Moore was really like, I don't know, like stressed, but he was like thinking a lot like about how to put like who to put like in the O line and also like how to do like the rotation because we have like a system of rotation that is like we kind of have like pods and then we have like I can be in like two different pods and play with two different like D lines. So like he was like trying to decide like what was going to be the rotation if everyone like should play or like he should like close line. So we have like a conversation with him like Aleja, Lisa, um
You were
yeah,
like
and then
meeting with Mauricio.
yeah, like to kind of
Yeah.
like to decide that yeah, because also like Aleja was out, so he was like also like trying to decide who to put in the line because I remember I was like I need like to take some point like points out if I'm going to play in the other. I can play in the D line, so he was like also like trying to do that and this point to my GC. We talk about like the small spaces. Like he was like we need to like give each other like more space like to be the frisbee or like the two things that we talk about.
Okay.
Um,
Did what were who were your other coaches? Or were you
and
mostly
we
was it
have
mostly Mauricio, the
Juanchito,
captains?
no Juanchito, yeah, Jessica.
All right, so you're on offense coming out. It's 8-8.
Mm-hmm. I think we broke over here. I think we broke
You break at
we
some
broke
point.
it like pretty early.
I finally
You
checked the
see,
chat, so Sue let us know there are 4 lead changes in the game, which is kind of crazy.
for yeah,
Yeah, like the lead changes 4 times.
so much stress,
So much stress,
so much.
so stressful, so loud. You cannot hear anyone. You can't. Everything is moving so fast, and it just is like you just don't really ever have time to like catch up. You know. Um,
Yeah, yeah. You just have time like to have fights and just
yeah,
like just like
yeah,
being
totally.
silent, like give water and yeah, it
Yeah.
was kind of crazy.
It, is there someone on this line that like really surprised you during the tournament?
And Anna Rojas always surprised me. She's the one marking Claire Shaw. She is
Yeah.
like so good, like defending like on their own, like having like big matchups and just like shutting them. Like it's just like how crazy, like how like this. I don't know. No, discipline is not the word. Like how good she is,
Yeah.
like in small spaces and yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, in
Yeah.
that point we did
I
that.
think disciplined.
I was like, I can be with Claire. Ana Rojas, you take it, and I will be in the
Yeah.
space
Yeah. You need a break.
waiting to.
There's no way. Yeah. I would hate to guard Claire for every point of a game and then be playing all of every offensive point. Like, no, thank you. That's impossible. And like, you need to go and be involved in the offense. So now Claire's
Yeah.
guarding you. You know, it's just like a competition of who's the best player in the world. All 3 of you, right? Bale, Claire, and you, just on the field at the same time, like switching around, guarding each other. Kind of wild.
Yeah.
This
That's
is
really
you all are
fun.
doing the same thing that we were doing. Our D lines were doing when we were going trying to go upwind, which was like kind of getting it on that line and kind of keeping it on that line.
Yeah, yeah, it was
So you're
kind of
doing a
hard,
little bit
like to.
better job like fighting for the open.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was good. I was like, okay, okay,
Yeah.
we can do this.
I mean,
We can
every
do
time you
this.
break up there, it's huge because it's the upwind.
I know.
Breaking upwind feels so much better, so much better
Yeah,
than breaking downwind. It just feels like, yeah, I don't know. It feels so much
guys.
more special and it's so much harder and it gives you so much more confidence.
Yeah, to go to the other side. Yes.
Yeah.
And it also felt so, yeah, this game felt so hard, so hard. Like, it was like, yeah, that does game that you don't feel that you have any control of the game, that you just gotta like, uh, yeah, just be over there in that point and try the harder that you
I
can.
mean, that like little kind of cut and throw that you two do, like that, what people would call like a same third, away shot or whatever. Like there aren't a lot of US teams that do that, and so just like the difference in the way that you all cut and move and the spaces that you're trying to attack and how you pivot and throw. It's I think some people think or might not see how big the difference is between our teams. It's just so different. The pace at which you all play, how quickly you're moving the ball, and everyone on your team. It's not just the top players on the team. Like it's like everybody on your team is like really committed to this certain style of play, and it's so hard to guard.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. It is. It's so unpredictable, like to take on the timing and yeah, the mark because you have to like you don't know like when that person is gonna like start cutting and like which spaces
Yeah,
take out. Yeah, it's really
yeah,
and it
totally.
was also like so different when I started playing over there because it's like the points that you attack are like really like different too. What was also,
I mean,
I mean, after the halftime, what was like the big, like, ballet? That was sick, right? Like you said, put it into the space. Like, get them. What was your take? Like, what was your take now? Like, what you were trying to, like, to take out or to attack into this moment of the game? Like, what was it?
that's a good question. I feel like I'm not even like sure that I remember. I remember maybe like kind of the only part of halftime I really remember is talking about spirit and like the physicality, but that happened really briefly, and then we, man, I don't even know. I think some of it was like we just kind of have to go out and like be confident and like you know things are happening so fast and things are moving so fast, and I think there was like a desire to play a little bit more like person defense. We had been playing a ton of like uh, new defenses for us, like junks and things, and so I think we were like, let's send our D line out and play a little person and see if we can rattle them, see if we can use our depth against you, make you run a lot. Yeah, yeah, 10
Where,
8.
where,
I mean,
yeah.
were you looking at the score? Were you like, we're gonna win this game? What were you
Uh,
thinking?
I was thinking. I mean, I was thinking a lot about the breaks. I was like, okay, we need to keep this break, and I was not like, yeah, fuck. We need to keep this break and not let them like to broke us again. When you broke us back in this one, I was like, fuck. Uh,
Yeah,
but then we broke you back again, and then you took it off. Yeah, it was like really fuck. My bad. Sorry.
I mean the margins, like that's a break side pass, and Ana Rojas is right there.
Yeah,
It's just like Claire throwing a perfect throw to
yeah,
one of the best like
exactly.
end zone cutters, and it's just like such a. I feel like every point is just like a cool testament to ultimate. There's just like some really beautiful things happening all the time,
Yeah,
and it was just a
that's
really
crazy.
good game. It's just a really good fun game, and it was
I enjoyed it
really
a
hard
lot.
and really scary. So
Yeah.
we also, I mean, that this player right here, I think it's number 11. No, 40. Jessica, we had
Yes,
a
Jessica.
semi wild plan of just leaving one person open and like double teaming, like double guarding the lane. That was another one of our kind of strategies specific for this game, which
Yeah.
I think worked in some ways. And I think you also all figured it out. I don't know if you ever actively talked about it, but we were leaving one person open on some points, um, just to like help with
Okay.
playing more in the lane.
Okay, okay, yeah. Yeah, I remember like Ballet telling them that they were like leaving one person alone. Ballet is also like very good like wow, to see those kind of stuff.
Yeah,
And also Gina were like mm,
it's pretty hard to recognize in the moment. Also, that's like a pretty big time no call on the contact there.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
There, I mean,
Yeah,
for how physical the game was, there was some contact that some like major contact that didn't really get called or like resolved, which
yeah,
is okay.
yeah. I love. Yeah, sometimes I mean that's the thing when you are playing and you are like starting like the contact of the game, like you have to be. Yeah, I didn't use it. That's a hard one. That is
Yeah,
very hard one
brutal.
for us.
That's a tough one. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that was a hard one.
this
Where
is
you
why we didn't want to be. We wanted to fast break every time because of this, because you were throwing this junk that we just like couldn't
uh,
quite get out of until I don't know. It was scary back there. Props to like Angela and the other people who were picking. I think like Abby was picking up the disc. Like props to all the people who were picking up the disc on that corner. It's so scary to do that in those moments.
yeah,
You know.
and that's the thing with the junk. The junk is gonna work. The first moment of the play, but then like when you do like the junk of the down, it's just like so hard. Somebody's gonna be alone.
Yeah. Totally. Yes. Abby Chang. Abby Chang. Another one of those players who just like showed up so huge and did like exactly what she needed to do and her role so well. And in a game that is this close, it's like so important to do that, And yeah, I'm always just like really impressed at how differently people show up, and she showed up so huge. I was very proud of her.
Who else? Who else in your team like
I feel
show
like
up
finals.
that?
I remember just like, I mean, you cannot talk about Mad Dog. It's impossible not to talk about like Trope and Cammy for just like being so like dominant. Um, I think about like Kendra because there was this moment I had the Frisbee and I was like, there was so much stuff going on in front of me, and then there was Kendra. I was like, Kendra knows how to show up in big moments. Um, and it was cool to see
Mhm.
that. It was like obviously always fun to see it on Molly Brown, but it's really cool to see that internationally.
Yeah, reset.
Yeah.
Ah,
Who else? I mean, I think Sadie has like a crazy end to this game. Just like a
she has a
big,
grab.
big catch. Got yeah, yeah. Dawn had like a really good end to this game too. Just I think a lot of people. It took a little while, I think, to like settle in, but a lot of people really showed up pretty big.
Yeah. Okay. We scored this? Oh no, we didn't score this one.
Is this
Ah,
I can't wait for the point where you like have 50 passes probably on your own, and then you just like lock it up and score. I mean, really good job switching here in the like corner. Is that on a row house? No, that's who is that player? She plays on Bamboo
Eliana.
or in Bogota.
Eliana Rico. Okay, Eliana
So
was
good.
one of the other person that she. I mean, she has been always so good. Uh, she has been always like so good when we play in national teams because she has played like
Mm-hmm.
I think 2000. I mean, yeah, a couple of years ago, and she's always so like fits so well like to our offense because like normally the offense is like um players, but Eliana always like just fits so well with Cappy, Gina, and just like have an
Yeah,
amazing
like perfect
game.
trio. I love
Yeah,
the thing that is like really fun about your team is how long you all have been playing together and how much chemistry you have, and you can do so many things on the fly. Like, she just kind of like ran away from her person and went under and switched. And it's hard to do that on national teams sometimes. It's hard to like develop that kind of chemistry in such a short amount of time. And I think that really gives you all a cool kind of advantage. I
Yeah.
mean, this was one of the moments like Don, like China showed up huge in finals. Don making that catch and grab, with like totally kind of out of position. And obviously, having coached against Don for a long time, I've seen that many times, and it was way better to be on her team when she does that.
Yeah. Hmm.
I think the thing too about like the getting the upwind break is that it felt like you kind of had an auto downwind break, and I'm
Yeah.
not sure that that was like fully true. I guess we'll see, but
Yeah. Yeah. You scored this one, because we were
yeah.
like designing this one, and then it was a
I
turnover,
think this
and
was
then
one of
you.
the ones where we were like, let's play person, and like let's like it felt like
Yeah.
the new D line, or I guess this is kind of like a weird hybrid because Jay Worth was on, Kendra's on. I guess now the O line is going downwind, but I'm also on, so this is a hybrid DNO line. Um,
You were just.
but I think we just like really wanted to get the downwind break.
Yeah. And yeah, and definitely over there, like with the win, I will also like play like person like tie.
Yeah, I know. I think it's
I
like
was
way
pretty nice
harder
because I
in
was
wind.
like, this play was pretty nice because I was like, I didn't have it somebody like to get off, and Bala was like, Manuela, Manu, and she,
No,
that's something that I love from her. She just like pretty good, like with
oh,
experience,
this is
just
the
like,
point.
well, yeah,
This is the point where
uh,
I'm like, there's so much going on around me, and Gina is all over me, and then there comes Kendra. No one's guarding her. That was awesome. Thank you,
uh,
Kendra. Hopefully you're watching this. That was big. That was big. That I feel like at that moment, I don't know. It felt like we were kind of like gaining a little bit of momentum, but I don't think there was any point in the game where it felt comfortable.
yeah,
It didn't feel like one team was in control more than the other. It didn't feel like any lead or any amount of, I don't know, like space was like safe. It just was. You could kind of feel the energy building towards the end, you know, and I think that's when everything got kind of like the crowd and the sidelines and every like the energy just like really pumped up.
yeah. And it was also like it was like so many back and forths that you were just like feeling that like anything could happen. You know, it was like okay, fuck it up. Let's like just like so it was like kind of like exciting and yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy because I
It
think you
was.
scored
It
this one,
was.
then we came back or something like that. Yeah, at least. Ah,
And you all kind of do this. I have learned this from playing Revo, but you all kind of do this like split stack where there's
oh
like
yeah,
two people on either side, and you're kind of not really ever calling any string or play. You're just saying, whichever way the frisbee ends up going, like those are the two people who end up cutting.
yeah. Yeah, we kind of have the like some like sometimes like just let's just attack this side or sometimes we just give like an order and that people that whoever they are they just like go for the frisbee and just try to the other person. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Something
really
that is
fun because
also we talked a lot about before was like how you all do those cuts where you kind of like come vertically and then just swim a direction. So different than
you
how we
like
do. We were like practicing that at the beginning of the game or before the other game. I can't remember. But you can see like it's just so hard for us to figure out like and predict where you're going and dictate from there. We want people to be in their big space triangles and like doing what we do. And
yeah,
once you're kind of going towards, and then you get to choose because your throwers are so good that they can throw any throw. It's so hard to
yeah,
guard those cuts.
yeah. yeah, it's really hard because it's also like some we move a lot also like with the fakes,
Totally.
whatever or thrower like just fake it, we just like attack the other side.
Yeah.
So that's also like pretty like unpredictable for us too. Like Gina, look at like Gina, Vale, Aleja also like they are like help us a lot as cutter like to know when to change the like the direction sometimes. That's very
Yeah.
sick, very sick.
Yeah. We talked a lot about that too. Just like you're so much more upper body than Americans. You'll pivot and fake and do your shoulder shimmies, and you just do so much more with your upper body on with
Mhm.
throwing that I think we fall for a lot more. We bite on so many things that it feels sometimes like we're not effectively marking, even though I think sometimes we are. Um, but it can feel at times that we aren't.
Yeah,
All right, we got our O line going downwind. Okay, this is on a Rojas on trope, and
yeah,
you're kind of like patrolling the deep space, potentially
yeah.
like
I
trying to
think the
help
last
people, kind of playing off.
was that Pereira. I love Pereira. So funny. Do
What's she
we?
like as a player?
She's she's really fast. She's really fast. Change the direction a lot. Oh, that was a sick day.
That
I
was
think
a
that was
sick
it.
day.
Yeah, that was
I was
it. I
standing
think that
right
was
there,
it.
and I was like,
It was
"My
really
God,
clean. Yeah, that
it
was
was
sick.
really clean." It was really clean.
She got
Yeah,
into the
TT. I
space.
mean,
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I think of the
she knows how to
all
win.
of the advanced ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was good. That was good. I knew it. I knew it. When I saw Magda having the frisbee and looking for Claire, I was
yeah,
like, yep,
yeah.
they're
I
going
mean,
to do it.
you don't want to play it. Not that you want to play a little bit of field position, but
Yeah,
it's a safe bet that it's really hard to go open, especially as like a D line.
yeah.
So I feel like it's it's a pretty good choice to throw deep to Claire. I think. Um, I think this is the point where you just like are kind of running and getting the disc every other, and marching it
And then
up like 2 or 3 yards at a time.
yeah, and then I that was the thing. I was like, I don't want like to have the frisbee into one like just one is like one space. I want us like to be moving the frisbee all the time, so it would be easy
Yeah,
for you to like to mark us,
yeah, totally.
push.
Oh, Ken got you on your move.
Yeah,
Ken's one of the best, the best and easiest people I think to play end zone with.
yeah,
Okay, you get it back. You're moving. I think that one thing about this tournament is that you play so many games, and then you're in a training camp. Like, how is your body doing? Because
yeah.
I was in rough shape.
The first 2 days, I was dying. My body was really tired. Like my legs were like it was like so painful. Like along the tournament, I was getting to feel better, but the first two game, I was like so tired. I remember like even doing like ice bath because I was like so
Yeah,
tired.
yeah. I had to like go get a massage from like a foot massage thing because I had such bad. The fields were so hard. I don't know if you knew that
So
about the fields. The fields were so hard, and a lot of people had like kind of Achilles stuff. Nancy, the gem that she is, gave me her like really nice insoles, and I wore them for the rest of the tournament because I was like, I don't know that I was going to be able to play it like during semis. I was in pretty bad shape.
mm, yeah,
It's
yeah,
hard,
and it was really hard to last
There's not a lot
too.
of time
Yeah,
to recover. You have to be so diligent about recovery.
yeah, yeah. Drinking so much water. It was yeah. It was physically like really hard to.
Yeah. It was really fun too. It was hard. I mean, we were by the beach and we wanted to go to the beach and hang out with your friends and like be doing all these fun things that weren't recovery. And I found the outdoor pool at the end of the tournament and was able to like fully submerge, and it felt so good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Went to the pool and
Oh,
the, the legs
I feel like
up in the water.
this is the point.
Yeah, I think that yeah, this one was. It was just like moving the frisbee around. That
Look at
was
you
the
out
thing.
there.
Like,
It's
yeah, just go like throwing the frisbee and going for the frisbee again and moving it back and back.
yeah.
Somebody gonna be
I
open
mean,
it.
yeah, yeah. Then I'll throw it, and then I'll go get it again, and then I'll throw it, and then I'll go get it again.
And the thing
Oh,
with
foul
this
call.
is like the angle is gonna change the whole time. So like that's why every time that you even like it's a small like throw like now somebody is open because like they are not like marking the angle to them. That kind of open spaces sometimes.
Yeah, that is something that I learned and really struggled with playing with Revolution was you just like don't really care about like where the frisbee goes or like how many yards you get or like what the cut looks like. You know, it's just like it's so much more intuitive, and that's hard coming from systems that are like more rigid. And I feel
Yeah,
like I was way better at playing in 2019 when I was like kind of a little bit more playing like a little bit looser. And then like as I've aged, I feel like I've been playing like a more rigid system, and so it felt harder in 2022. Whereas 2019, I
yeah,
was like, oh yeah, whatever, I'll fit in, I'll
yeah.
do whatever I want. And
Let's
then
just
2022, I was like, what's the pool play? Like, what's the system? And y'all were like, there's no system.
yeah. And it's like it doesn't work this play. Somebody needs to get the
Yeah,
frisbee and
yeah, yeah. Just
yeah,
just like reset the stall count, find the throws, and
yeah.
you do. I mean that like yeah. Why didn't you go run and pick up the frisbee and spike it?
Mm, you were close. I didn't see who's close over there.
What's it? What's your the? It's not. It's, the people want to know what's your favorite spike right now
I really like the head spike and then do like in the what do you call that in the
on the
yeah
butt. Yeah,
yeah
butt spike. Oh, that head to butt.
yeah. I'm like doing this and then the other one.
Yeah,
I love
that's sick.
that.
All right, here we are. I kind of think we put our D
Yeah,
line on going upwind.
and I think we have the frisbee over here at Dinsa, like to break yell again.
It's
I
like
don't
I
want to
think a
do
really cool
that.
coaching decision to kind of move away from like OD and go towards like playing the wind at this point in the game. It's like 12-11 and you don't put your O line on.
Yeah,
I don't think a lot of coaches make that call. I think it's really cool that Nancy made that call. Nancy was doing the subs for this game.
that's pretty sick.
Yeah,
You
really
do you
cool.
like
Oh, oh,
it was the
oh.
first time.
Did you
Oof.
get that? I know you sent me the
Clear.
picture afterward, and I was like, but you didn't even get it. Why send me this picture?
Yeah. That I was far. I was far after watching the video. Like,
Yeah. Jessica, number 40, who just got the block.
yes, you
Really,
can.
really surprising. Did not have a stop for her at TEP.
Yeah,
And a huge,
she.
Ana Rojas.
Yeah, she's
That's a big
amazing, and
hit.
I think. Oh no! And she is going to dominate like or Colombian offense and defense like for the next year. And then
Yeah,
I think
what's
she'll
her,
be a.
how old is she?
I don't know.
Oh,
I
like we
think
had a moment. I remember that moment.
yeah. You don't remember?
No, I do remember. I told you I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I kiss you. That
And
was
I'm going to go
nice.
after it. Don't worry. Don't worry, everyone. Someone came up to me during the game and was like, "Don't get too friendly with the Colombians," and I was like, "Don't worry, okay, these are my friends though. Still gonna try hard."
Yeah, yeah,
I'd never take it easy on Manu ever.
yeah. That's true. That's true. Look,
Yeah,
this is good.
never.
Yes. Oh, how we did turn over this game. Oh yeah, I remember now.
I don't remember this.
I
Oh,
do.
oh, this is a rough one. This feels like both
Oh,
lines know that whoever scores this point
this.
is probably gonna win. Oh
Sorry,
yeah,
sorry. It was
volley.
funny. You were calling volley. I was like, Claire, no, no, play, play.
I was like, no, no, no. All these
Yeah.
arms on me, all again, coming out of
And I was like,
nowhere.
stolen five, stolen five, stolen five.
No, 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 no. Oh, this is it, Sadie.
Ah,
I mean,
wow.
huge.
Ah,
Like that. I mean, that's the upwinder. It just, yeah, it kind of felt like that was the point. And Don, I mean, I forgot that Don threw that. That's a huge backhand throw. Both Don and Gina throwing those like upwind backhands. What a catch. And Ana Rojas in great position. Next following up.
I know.
Takes Don down. Sadie let us know that she thinks that this might not. Let me make sure. She thinks that she could score. She could get a first down, which is like you run a football 10 yards against an NFL team. Does that make sense?
What?
It would be like it would be like if she was like, I could score against Argentina, like a club soccer team. No. Yeah.
Okay.
If she was like, I get the PKs and I can score 1 out of 10 or something. No,
Oh,
probably not.
okay. I then, yeah. Fine.
All right, I get the Manu matchup at this point.
Sick.
Yeah,
I took like that break, Saya, bunch of time.
I know.
In a movie that you teach me. That's funny. I didn't want like to take you out, put my body out, and just like you're like the small one.
Yeah,
I did that one. And you teach me that one. Thank you.
yeah. I feel like this point was where we were just like trying so desperately to keep you on a sideline. We just like
Mhm.
wanted you to be, we wanted volley to be throwing close to the sideline. Even if the force was forehand, we wanted you to go over there.
Yeah, and it works. Um,
Yeah, I mean, it makes it really hard. We made it really hard.
yeah,
This is a really tough one. Really
yeah. It
hard
was really
part of the game.
when Bali like went out. It was really funny also when she like because in this point like somebody else like got injured and she tried like to came in again. And I think like somebody
Yeah,
Mauricio did. Yeah, it was really funny. We will see it later. I think somebody took an injury. Like this one was so long. Somebody got injury
yeah,
too.
yeah. It was really tough. I mean, at knowing Angela, it's not on purpose. She's a great person, and it's just like trying hard, and yeah, it's like really unfortunate because you don't want, yeah, we don't want to play this game against you all without volley, right?
Yeah, that was yeah.
Yeah,
You scored it this one? Yeah. I think somebody
yeah,
else like
again.
got. Yeah, I think we have another turnover. Like there is another turnover over. Maybe.
We're doing it.
No, no, I think you have another
Yeah, we got
turnover.
to get it off the line here. We give it to Ange. Oh, I don't know that we score this. I don't remember. Oh, I don't think we do. This is when I was mad at Copy. I was like, don't wrap on the mark against Sharon.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
just by like fingertips, not nothing you can do about that. It's a good throw. It's a good cut.
Ah,
Abby Chang, great defense, great body. Read the frisbee.
right.
Didn't let Jessica get the line. I mean, yeah. Some of these last points, even though they are like more turnover heavy, are really good displays of ultimate, and like
Yeah,
these moments are so stressful. Some of the like most stressful game. This is one of definitely the most stressful games I've ever played.
yeah, yeah.
And this
This
is
is
again
like,
Abby. Abby gets the D, she gets the ball, she gives it back. J-Work does what she does, distribute, open it up. That was huge.
ah,
Yeah, that was huge. And I think that that's like these last couple points have been a testament to like the US depth, I think. And just like we you can get fresh legs out there who are going to like come in and make a big impact really late in a game, really late in a tournament where like we've all it's just been so many points, so long, all of that. So
yeah. It's like the way that you can plan the game is like, okay, so we can plan depending in the win. We can plan, yeah, we can plan like depending of like what kind of defense we're gonna play. We're gonna play junks. We're gonna play for these people. We're gonna play ties. So I'm gonna. It's like, yeah, it's a huge like resources that you have like to plan the
yeah.
game. That you also like use them pretty well.
Yeah.
Um,
What did you all like throughout the tournament? Were you like talking about that in terms of like personnel management and like player management? Like you know that you're gonna get a sort of maybe fresher. I don't know. I mean, we played some tough games, but I'm not sure that we played really that as tight as you all did.
yeah, I mean there were so like some games that we play a lot, but it was also like some games I'm also like try like to have like a
Yeah.
different rotation like with the people that he had. So he was like not giving us that many points. In some games, remember that Jessica got her in one of her games, so she didn't play that much other games. I don't even remember
Mm-hmm.
if she played that much in our first game.
Okay.
So it was like, yeah, he was like trying with like not putting people like to have to play that much in other game
Yeah.
as long as he can. But it was still like hard because we have a hard game. We had to play Germany. We had to play Canada. Yeah, but
Yeah.
we also have
Games
like
are hard.
longest like to recovery, which is nice that you normally doesn't have in a Frisbee tournament.
Mm-hmm.
This tournament is so
Mm-hmm.
long. Yeah, the first
Ooh,
game.
Ollie.
Um,
Should we see if this was really a pick? This was a pick call. I feel like this is a controversial call.
yeah, but I think I don't watch it. Yeah, look.
Look at how many
Yeah,
yards Bale got up in that is, and the pick. I can't even follow it honestly.
look.
Okay, here we go. Oh yeah. I mean, I think a lot of
Yeah,
people thought Mex was calling it. They're like, why
no,
is
no,
Mex
no.
calling it?
I didn't
But
watch it.
Mex was not calling
I
it.
didn't watch it. My sensation after that was like it was really big, and because Ali was like so alone, far away. But then every watch, I was like, okay,
Totally.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was big.
Okay, so it's like effectively kind of your universe. Who is like the person on your team that you're like, I want the ball in their hands, other than you,
Gina, Ballet
Gina?
are just like so
One.
good.
You can
Like
pick one.
in this moment,
Yeah,
Gina, Gina.
yeah, yeah. I think I'd pick Gina too. She's so
Fuck!
cold.
Stop these over here. and my toe was also
I kind of
like,
thought we fast broke that like three boom 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 and then we score.
yeah, yeah,
But we didn't
that
get
was
the
boom.
call. I mean,
No, no,
it,
no.
it kind of goes. Yeah,
Yeah,
we stay on that side the whole time. The whole time.
yeah.
I feel like we were not super effective at using both, but I mean, is that Sadie? That Sadie like little breakaway back end, boom to Sam.
Ah,
Yeah, the crowd did not go wild.
yeah.
Only our fans went wild.
Everyone wanted like us, like to win it, and it's normal. You know, you have been winning that for years, and yeah,
Yeah, I know. This was a
that
big one. You know, it was
was a
like,
good one.
yeah, I mean, it kind of sucks. You know, we play a series over the course of the time, right? Like we played this a series of 3 games, and you won 2 out of 3, and we won the last one.
You
It'd be
know, like
cool
this
to
important.
it'd be cool to be able to play more. You know,
Yeah,
like get to play
and
against
yeah,
each other,
that's the
even in
thing.
non-competition years.
Yeah, we have to wait like 4 more years, and
Yeah,
that's what also like make it like this one. Like
yeah,
when this tournament is so special, it's probably not gonna be
yeah.
that same people. War
Yeah.
games, not
It's
yeah,
hard to
it's
think
fun
about
too,
like
but
who's leaving, you
yeah,
know, and
yeah,
not
that's
getting
the
to.
thing.
You don't get to do it again with this group of people, and I
And
think that it's always hard. It's hard to play with the U.S. You know, for me, like it's always kind of like politically challenging, and like it was really
yeah,
cool what we did because it wasn't clear that we were going to win, and I think even at certain points we were the underdogs, and you weren't. You know, it was us, and I think it's really cool that you pushed us to be the underdogs. You know, like
yeah, yeah,
we weren't the favorites, and that's because you all were so good, and you know it came down to such margins.
yeah, yeah. And it was also like it's also like the process that we have that is easy like to kind of like recognize like through the years, you know, like this group like of people that play in like mostly like a good percentage of the people that play in this Colombian team we have been playing like together for years. And so it kind of like being like a process, like starting to play together in Revo, and yeah, so like also like create like a really like nice stuff like about like the Colombian team. Like you probably like have like done playing like with these people like a couple times, but not like with the same group. So it's also like
Mm-hmm.
put like a special like the and also like the chemistry that we have had through the years. It was also like okay, like they have been like playing together for a year, and I think that was also like what it shows in the other 2 games that we were like more used to play together, and we were
Yeah,
like more comfortable like attacking like the same spaces that we have been like attacking like for years, and being comfortable with defense and all of that. But yeah, it was fun. It was so
that's fun.
fun. Like to, yeah, I love it, and I really wish this tournament is like more like more often. Jesus, my English is really going away without being out
Yeah,
there.
come visit. Yeah, I do too. I mean, it being every 4 years makes it special, and it'd be cool if we got more opportunities to play against each other that weren't just in the year. You know. Wow.
Uh,
Okay, do you want to promote yourself and your brand and all of the cool things that you're doing?
oh
The
yeah,
Cardenas things? Yeah.
I want to promote your brand. Like you can go and follow us and by Cardinals store. I also want like to give like a huge shout out like to the whole people that donate to our campaign, because like we did like a campaign like 1 month before, and like we got like a huge help from people. We got a huge help like from like some sponsor like to BC, like to Tokai Cleats, Greatest, Ultimate Team Lending. Like they also like they put us like over there, and it's really nice like to feel the support, and like feel the people that want to watch us to play and want us like to have fun while when playing frisbee. So that's very fun, and it's really nice because that just like made me like to play with a lot of joy. And like yeah, Australia was like a really a dream, like to be over there, like play with my friend that I've been playing for years, play against you. That I like with my friends, like yeah, it's really nice. Also like having like that competition against USA, like over there you're like yeah, I want them, like I want to win, I want them to lose. I hate them, like in that like fun part. So it's also like really fun like to say that, but not like really doing, but just like getting like the competition just get you to that point that you take that too personal, and then after that you're just like later hanging out with all of them and just like playing more frisbee. So yeah, it's really fun like to rewatch this and be sad about losing, but also like so fun like just to play frisbee and in the way that we do and have fun.
Yeah, totally. I have a really nice by Cárdenas shirt and a cool long sleeve. They're so stylish. So hit them up on Instagram. Support the twins always.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you. Yeah,
Thanks for watching. And let's see, we've got some things going on next week, which is the 2022 World Games pool play game that Team USA played against Germany. And it will be on Thursday, January 16th at 3 p.m. Eastern, hosted by Jack, Williams, and Levka. That will be fun. If you would like to see Team USA lose a game, tune in next week.
I will watch that.
Yeah, Manu, watch that. Get some info for Hertz World Game.